I'm going to show you a different version of some chili I make sometimes. It's kind of my version of this guy called Butter Bob. You can look him up on YouTube. He's a pretty nice guy. And I had some of his chili over at another house, and I thought, oh my God, this is so good. So I'm kind of taking his and putting my own little spin on it. So it's just a different version of my regular chili I make and that I have made in a previous video, okay? So as usual, I'll have the recipe down below, and don't go by exactly what I have here because a lot of times I'm doubling it, okay? Because in my case, I do. I have almost 6 pounds hamburger meat. And in here, I know it looks gross, but in here I have about 2 bell peppers, and I sauteed them off and I just threw them in the food processor because the bell peppers that I had frozen were not diced, they were sliced. So I didn't want sliced for chili, so I just threw them in there. So it kind of looks gross, but it's alright. Alright, and then I've got, so it's 2 bell peppers and 2 onions that I already had caramelized. And I just put them in the pan and softened them up, okay? Now I've got, if you can't get these, you can just use Rotel. I'm putting in 4 of these red gold petite diced tomatoes with green chilies. I like these kind. But hey, Rotel works just as good. But you get a little more in this can than you do with the Rotel. And these were actually cheaper than the Rotel. Alright. I'm also putting in, I thought I had a can of puree, but I don't, so I'm putting in a fat can of tomato sauce. And like I said, this is not Butter Bob's chili recipe exactly. This is just my spin on his recipe, okay? Whoops, splattering everywhere. I'm going to give this a good stir. Now, I'm not going to do this over here on the New Wave tonight, so in case you wonder why the pan's on a runner, that's alright. Alright, time for the spice dump. Chili powder. This is a little cayenne pepper, cumin, salt, garlic powder. Now, as we go along, I'm going to add in some beef broth after I get this all loose and going. And like I said, I'll have all the measurements below. But I am going to add in some beef broth. And then I'm also going to incorporate tomato paste to help thicken it up a little bit, okay? Now, toward the end, I'll show you my crazy twist that is so good. Live on the wild side. You got to try it. You would never think what I'm going to do would be good, but it's excellent. Okay? And again, this is not Butter Bob's actual recipe, okay? This is just based on his recipe. Alright? So if you want to see his version, then just Google him or either look him up on YouTube, okay? I'm going to get this going, and when it's almost done, we'll come back. Alright? See you in a bit. Okay, y'all. Here's the unusual part of this chili. I discovered it a while back. My family is crazy about it. I thought, oh, I don't know if I can do that. But here it is. Green beans. I got 4 cans of just whatever kind of green beans you use. Now you can skip this. You can just put in chili beans or no beans, however you like your chili. But this is out of this world. Get you some shredded cheese on top, and you cannot go wrong with this. So there you have it. I'm going to put the lid on this, let it sit for about 15 minutes. That'll be all hot. Don't even need the fire anymore. And that's it. My version of Butter Bob's chili. But not. So don't be putting in the comments down there about, oh, this isn't Butter Bob's chili. I know it's not. It's just I took a recipe and changed it to my taste. And I strongly suggest that's what you do when you're doing my recipes. Make stuff yours. Tweak it the way you want. You want a little more hot in there? Add more cayenne pepper, blah, blah, blah. I'll have all the ingredients below. And some of those spices, it's to your taste. And don't forget, off the camera, I added in, about 1.5 quart of beef broth. Okay, but of course I use soup base. So that's it. Perfect. Now I'm going to go get me a ladle, and I'm going to serve a happy family in about, 10 or 15 minutes. After I put the lid back on, those green beans get hot all the way through. Now, I gotta go grate cheese. So, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Well, here it is. Piping hot with cheese on top. It is so good. You gotta give it a try. After I'd been doing this, I realized other people did it. I never say I'm original. I've never tried to present myself as original as far as recipes go. I tweak them and I do things to them that I like, but evidently, I don't know, not where I come from, but green bean chili is a thing, so it's a thing for us too now. It's so good. You got to try it. It really is good. But I did also want to reiterate, though I based this loosely on Butter Bob's chili, which is really good, Butter Bob cooks low carb. He's a great guy. Love watching his videos. But I do want to add, I am not presenting this as low carb. It is not low carb. Okay? I just based it and tweaked it. See ya!